Hi there. I want to talk about a story where KAP has actually completely dissolved a fantasy of mine that was very deeply hidden in my subconscious. So, 1 year ago, before I was doing KAP, during the summer, my sister was in a barber shop and she met a girl that we knew from when we were children. So she was a barber, and she was my age, and she was like, hey, do you want to meet my brother? Maybe you guys get to know each other. Maybe there's something, let's see. So she agreed to meet me, and we met in the city. We got to talking, and it was really nice. It was really beautiful. We ate something, and there was a deep click, a deep connection. We went back to her home. We had an amazing time. And then the next day, we spent the day again together. And then the next day, and it kept on going. And then there's this thing, there was this unconscious pattern in me that whenever I was falling for somebody, I wanted to do as much as I could so that they love me or something. Right? I wanted to be all in. I wanted to give, 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 give so that they would love me and not leave me. So I would do that, but she said, you're a bit too soft for me. I like men who are more aggressive, more like even in bed. She wants like she didn't tell me this, but afterwards she was like, I like people who are very aggressive. You like more intimacy. You like more passion, but I like more like hardcore kind of things. So I was like, okay, I guess we just don't work out. But we stayed friends, and I visited her mother, I visited her, and there was this thing in me because I really cared about her because I saw the similarities of our lives. I saw I saw how we came to Belgium at the same age basically, and when we were growing up, our mothers were like kind of dysfunctional, and she handled it one way and I handled it the other way. And I was like so appreciative of it. Like, wow, she did it that way and I did it the other way. And I was like so enamored by it. I was like, I had such deep respect because she she made something of it. She healed herself, she healed her mother, and there was an admiration for her. And so she wanted to buy a house and she wanted to buy a car, and I had this thing like, if I like have a certain amount of money, I will give it to you gladly. Like, I want to help you. Like, I wanted to do something for her to make her feel, let's say, knocked off her feet. I wanted to do something which would make her feel blessed. I wanted like to gift her that. I wanted to make her really happy. But then there was a point in our friendship where it didn't work out, and we like separated and we didn't have contact. So in my mind, as I was going on about my life, there was still this thing of like, if I ever have that kind of money, I will help her. I will do that. It was like my mission. It was like my thing that I needed to do. And I kept thinking about her. She was on my mind. She was like a ghost that was like put in the back of my head for whenever the opportunity was there to act again, she would come to the foreground. But that was there. The energy was there. And I forgot about it, and I went on with my life. But as soon as I started to go to KAP, my third or fourth session, what happened was really amazing. I saw our moments together in a vision, and I saw how there was energy cord connected between us. The energy cord was cut. I didn't cut it, it was just cut. The moment it was cut, I felt like this release, and I realized I don't have to do anything for her. I don't have to do anything at all. It was like it was this fantasy fueled by this unconscious need or desire to do things so that people love me and not leave me. And I realized I don't owe her anything. I don't need to do that. Like we had our time together, we had our moments together, and it's done. It's done and over with. And I didn't feel the need to give her anymore, or to, like, even if I had like money in the future to help her with anything, like that was all gone. And I thought, like, how interesting is that, that energetically there's this fantasy, almost like an unconscious like obsession that was like hidden, like lying dormant, and it was just like cut off. The energy was cut off, and immediately I just saw her as she was. I saw her completely, and she's her own responsible person, and she has responsibility for her own. I'm not responsible for her, and it made me free. Like, it made me just like let that whole story go. Everything that was unresolved, everything that had happened, just I forgot it all. I let it go completely, energetically, and in my mind it was gone. And I felt so relieved, and I didn't expect it to happen that way. But I thought, like, how many other things can be cut like that? And as the sessions progressed, I saw very often energetically there are labels or memories or addictive patterns which are energized. It's like we have some kind of investment energetically in it. And like as soon as the cords are being cut, like the energy is is cut off, and you're free from that, and the energy returns back to you. I remember one time we went to a retreat with my partner, and like it was a very heavy retreat, like an inner womb awakening. And after that, like in a KAP vision, I saw that there were like dark entities working there. So I saw that there were all kind of energy cords created there, and they were all cut. I felt this release, because after that, in a womb awakening, there was like a month that it was so heavy that I couldn't go to KAP, to anything. I was so tired, so exhausted. And then in KAP, it was all cut. What's also really interesting is, like, one day you can have a relationship with somebody, and then in a KAP session, the energy cord is cut, and all of a sudden it's like you see that person again, and the dynamic is completely changed. You just see them as they really are, like objectively, without any glamour, without any projection. So yeah, honestly, if that hadn't happened, I would still have this deep, unfulfilled wish. Like, I wish that I could somehow, help her buy her house, or buy her car, or help her do something to make her happy. And it was like, do I really want that? Or is it because I want to be the one who does that for her, so that she feels that, wow, ego did that for me, and then I feel appreciated and loved. It was amazing, like to see all that, to see that unfold. I mean, you never know what you will get in KAP, but KAP really is so deconstructive. It doesn't add on to you. That's the amazing part. It does not add to who you are. It just deconstructs who you are, and everything that's not you just falls away. Everything that's not real, that's not true, it falls away. Because things can feel true when they're believed in, even if they're lies, even if they're false. If they are believed in, and if there's no consciousness about the pattern, about what is the belief underneath it, it feels as if it's real. It feels this is my truth. But yeah, amazing.